without further ado, if you guys are ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons, we could hop into it.
Where's the intro? You got to put the intro to this.
Oh, we're just talking over the intro video that's playing right now. So I'm gonna just dive in now.
We're live in 5.
Actually, I started it when you said 5. So
oh
no, I'm not editing around it.
You count to one.
What happened last time? The last time we played. Leave it over to you guys to tell us the scene where we're at now.
I don't remember. I don't get paid for this.
You don't get paid at all.
Have you monetized?
You get exposure, Sean.
Yeah.
That's Kova46 at twitch.tv.
I'll cut that
out. So we started off, we were fighting that giant ape, and then that turned into a bunch of lizard folk, humanoid creatures. We had a number of things go bad. I got turned into an octopus. Eventually, I can't remember if Myron is back on the ship, but the rest of us are on the ship.
We're all on the ship.
We all made it on.
Okay, we all made it to the ship.
I mean, you
So
said
we
you
ended up
got turned
sailing
into an
off, right?
octopus.
Pardon?
You said you got turned into an octopus, but didn't you turn yourself into an octopus?
I was turned into an octopus, and then I turned myself out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
And we all got on the ship, and there's that one lizard folk in particular that was interesting, and I think was like kind of, we figured was in charge of it or something, but we bailed on that like the heroes we are, and we're sailing off, and then we ran into a kraken. That's what it wasn't a kraken. It was
Sea Leviathan.
Dragon turtle.
It was
No, Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a basilisk.
There we go.
Because Bass popped out and it was super cute. And I
Oh,
almost
yeah.
cried.
and then Myron, I think, cast a illusory dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And for like half the match, Miranda thought that we were fighting the dragon. And then we were able to scare it off. And then I can't remember, did it come back a second time?
Didn't we charm monster or something?
We charm monster for the basilisk, and Axa got rid of it.
Yep.
We all picked a role on the boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think some of us, you're a chef, some of us can
Yeah.
work a
Myron
kitchen.
took some cooking classes. Shiri and Riki learned how to cannoneer.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Naxa was just puking off the side of the boat. Trying to think of what Elena was up to. I think she was talking to Baz, calming him down, and then Raze. I forget what Raze was doing.
I was bothering the navigator.
Right.
Now
The
I was bothering-
cartographer.
Very
The
busy
old
navigator.
cartographer.
Now we're being chased by a
With
turtle.
that, as the afternoon starts to pick up, you hear a voice, something off the aft coming towards us. As you look back behind the ship, and I will throw it back in.
Are we all on the top deck right now?
I'll let you guys tell me where you want to be, as I will send you the link for.
How much later is it after? Where are we taking place after where we left off?
Basically dropping right back into where they see something off the back of the ship coming towards you. As the voice calls out,
Oh man.
Then we're on the top deck then. Or
you see the back of a giant shell and a tail swerving, picking up speed,
Coming in from off screen.
coming in from off screen towards you.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's big. Zoom out, you can see all of it.
Yeah, as this giant turtle-like creature is coming towards you, you hear this: "Man your stations. We need to outrun this thing. Pick up as much steam as you can. Get to your stations," and just shouting out orders upon orders. What are you guys going to do?
I'm going through all the cannons to make sure they're loaded.
Okay, so you're walking in and loading cannons. What's everybody else doing?
I mean, I might stay below deck or close to where this thing is coming, and if it hits us, I'll be ready to. Can mending do something? Maybe. Ready to repair the boat. Maybe.
Yep, you're getting yourself ready to fix and help out where you can. Mending might not be the best spell to take care of large destruction on the ship, but it can certainly help. As they're picking up speed, anybody else want to jump in with what they're doing to help out as this giant turtle is gaining on the ship?
Who looks like they're in command of the main deck?
You see Vess calling out
Vess?
to the staff. Now, raise the sails. Let's try and outrun this thing.
When you lower the sails, then
Now you turn the motor on.
so
I don't know how boats work.
Don't they start lowered and you want to raise them?
The
Why
sails
would
are
you raise the sails if you want to go faster?
Because the
Because
sails
they're-
aren't
Then it
up right
catches
now.
more wind,
Like-
right?
Like a closed sail is at the bottom, not at the
Mm-hmm.
top. So you don't like cut the sail to go down. It depends on the ship, I think. Like in
Oh,
parts of the Caribbean, you cut the rope and the sail comes down, but
Yeah.
in regular boats, I think it actually starts at the bottom and you can hoist it up.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of like Sea of Thieves when the thing comes down.
I pushed a button to make it go.
I'm relying solely on my dad's old sailboat knowledge.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on Vess
Yeah,
Okay.
puppy.
and on Riki as well.
Okay.
Why me?
And then 3 then pearls.
No, that's not a pearl.
All right. As you
Just a
guys
touch.
are all pushing towards, I'm gonna say that gift of alacrity, that focus you've given to Vess, is going to help. Can you give me? I'm trying to think of how to apply this. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. To Vess? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm persuading?
Mhm.
Not my strong suit.
You're charming.
That's a 17.
17. All right. As Vess seems a little thanks, that'll help, but I don't know how it's going to help us with the turtle. Whoa.
You know, if you're quicker on your feet and you act a little bit sharply, it might help. And Riki, you too.
All right.
Chaos!
One second. So, picking up where we left off. Thanks. That might be useful, but if you could focus on helping out with the ship, it might be a little more effective. As the sails are starting to buckle, they're struggling trying to pull these up.
We're not sailors. We're doing what we can do. What do you want?
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, I assume there's crew
I
members.
don't know
that
what to do. I don't know boats.
Are you going to help
I
them?
know how to ride horses. That's what I know how to do.
I
I
know how
ride
to
horses and I
race
stab things.
All right.
I'm manning. If there is an open cannon, I will man one. But like, if there is a sailor who can man the cannon better than I can, then that will be their job.
You are
Okay.
cannon man.
So as you rush over to a cannon, kind of placing yourself up, you see Sherry's already kind of loaded them and is ready too. Riki, give me an intimidation check as you're kind of trying to aim this cannon down.
Oh,
I roll warning shots.
that's a nat 20, baby.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I was born for this.
You
Hey.
said that with such gusto.
Sailing is my middle name. Lower the sails.
What? Lower the sails. Okay. How about Elena's just kind of like, I know horses.
I'll look around to see if there's like something I can help with.
There
I don't
are
really know what to do.
crewmates pulling up ropes. There are they're working on raising.
It's like I don't want to get in their way either.
Okay. Well, if you I think what else would you like? If you want to go down below deck, see if there's anything to be done there to get away from
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
As you notice with the picking up of speed, the number of barrels have been falling over, and there's crew trying to pick up the bill. We need more. Anybody that can help strap these down could be useful.
I can do that.
All right, as you rush over, give me a strength check as you're trying to help.
Oh
lift
boy,
these.
I'm not very strong. 17.
17. All right.
Well, sorry, was that a saving throw or a check?
Just strength check.
Oh, then 13.
All right, these you're trying to fight. The barrels tumble over as you're pushing them back. You're not getting them into position, but you're at least keeping them from falling onto folks. Raised, you're trying to like watch out for things that break. You see a rope holding the jib sail snap as it flings down, hits the top of the deck. If you want to go and try and repair it,
Yes.
so you rush
What's
over
the jib sail? Is that like the main sail? Like
The main
the steering sail?
the one, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely try and repair it. That's what I do. In any way possible. If I have to tie it, I'll give it a try. If I can use mending to repair some smaller things and then hold it in place, I'll
You
do that.
try using your mending, but the sides of the rope and the trying to pull, like the pressure pulling on it, you realize that it's your magic isn't working fast enough. So you're gonna have to try and be a little cleverer as you do it. Give me what would be a good check for this? I was saying intelligence check. Unless you can think of something else that you'd like to use to try and repair this sail.
No, I'd probably try and just think it through and use whatever's at my disposal to do so. I'm not very strong, so. Apparently I'm not very clever either. 7.
7. You are struggling with the rope and it just slides out of your hand, giving you rope burn across your hand as it you hit thud across the deck and it slides off. Another crewmate just saves it and pulls the rope on before having to like save it off the side of the deck. The ship is slowing with the loss of that sail. Shiri, you got the cannon ready. What are you doing with it?
Well, I don't think I see anything yet. So I think I'm just.
You can see the turtle gaining on you. The wave that the water that's displacing over the back of the shell kind of rises up, creates that bubble over the surface of the water, and you just see
How
the
far
turtle.
out is it? Sorry to cut it.
It is closing. It's now probably within 100 feet.
Okay. Pretty close.
Can I tell if it's gonna be on the north or south side of the boat?
It's directly behind the boat as it's coming in behind.
The aft. The aft.
All right, so I sprint over to the. I'd like to go over to the one of the. Like I want to go.
You
I
came
want
out to
be
play.
here. I'd like to go here, please.
Why don't you just move your character?
Okay, so what do you?
Can I go here? Is that okay?
Yeah, just move it. Go for it.
And then I want to fire the cannon.
Okay, firing the cannon. Give me an attack roll on this creature.
Classic Shiri.
What would that? Just a random attack roll? Just a d20?
I want you to use, as you're trying to hold the cannon in place and aim, give me a dexterity attack, and since you've trained to be a cannoneer, you can add your proficiency.
Okay.
So it's just like that's a ranged attack, right? The
Yeah.
equivalent?
Got a critical fail.
Okay.
Oh no!
So the cannon, you realize that you pack the cannon unevenly, and it blasts off the side, damaging one of the rear cannons as it snaps, and then the ball drops. Some splintering wood shatters the back of the deck up as you are tossed from the ship onto the plane or the decking above you. And as you do that, you see
Can only have 1 day from retirement.
you see the turtle
Ah!
drop below the surface of the water as it dives under.
A lot.
Not good.
So your ship is starting to slow with the efforts put in by you to help the crew out in various ways. You start to feel the ship. Is it list? Where it starts to push up to the or turn to the right as the side starting to, almost like the water is displacing underneath the right side of the ship. As you see,
Is Nax is still vomiting.
she is just throwing up all over the place, now spraying into the air as the turtle comes up above, almost like a whale retreating out, and slamming 2 fins on the deck, pulling the side of the ship down. As it does, you see the wood underneath this just crack underneath the weight of this turtle as the ship's starting to pull. And as the crew kind of pulls back, you hear this thing. Time to pay the toll.
The toll?
Oh, damn it.
Unless you want to sink to the bottom of this atoll.
Ooh.
Is this in common?
Yeah, is this in common?
Does he speak in rhyme?
No, that's just a clever thing I say to those that need to pay their tolls before they're allowed to proceed out.
That would have been cool.
And I can smell plenty of valuables on this ship to pay my fee.
Vess?
We have gold. We could give him some gold.
You dare!
It's my dagger. Don't do it. That's really valuable.
I can assure you I'm not gonna give up any of my vestiges.
Oh my
You're not like expecting this, like you're out here all the time. Did you not expect this?
No, we certainly aren't here all the time. This is a voyage that we've been setting sail. We're looking to meet. Can you help me out here? I'll get the crew on the gold. Stall them?
Wait, so there's nobody on this ship who sailed before?
Yes, but not these parts.
Okay. What parts are we in? How far away did we go?
As you are probably more localized than the rest of the crew on this ship, where they're more accustomed to
Gotcha.
the North Sea. The Lucidian Ocean is kind of a new voyage for them as they're joining the Armada, heading to meet the Kryn dynasty. This ship would have hailed from the port of Ice Haven, is it Ice Haven? To the north.
Way
Gotcha.
on the other side.
Yeah.
So this would be new for the crew at least, and Vess definitely not the sailing type, more of the commanding officer aboard.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry.
If you have anything to give me, I suggest you do it now, or I'll take the ship as your fee.
Well, we kind of need that.
I would assume so. Unless you can grow fins like these, as he slaps them about.
I can.
I can.
Well, la-di-da. Look, I don't want any harm to you guys. I just want to add to my hoard, pay the toll, and leave you about. Maybe you could bring more gold on your way back to pay the fee. This is not a zero-sum game, to be assured.
You're like a pirate.
No, I tax the pirates.
We're not pirates.
I tax others, too.
That's called being a pirate.
Some say.
Science is yet to determine.
What is your name?
My name is Saturn.
Saturn.
Ah.
Eric wasn't prepared for that question.
I mean, I wouldn't have named a big turtle either. I would have expected people to shut up and pay it.
Go ahead, Sherry.
Shiri reaches into her pocket and takes out exactly 2 gold pieces and walks over to the turtle and puts them in his fin.
Is that all?
That's all I have.
Okay.
That's a lie.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
That's a fucking lie. What freaking lie?
18.
18. Okay. I can smell the lies through.
It's an 18! What did I need to succeed in that one?
A lot higher than that.
That'll ruin the fantasy.
Well, Shiri reaches into her pocket and takes out exactly 165 copper pieces. You're right, I did have more. You can have all my change.
You try the same thing again.
takes the cash and pockets it. Gold's easy to come by. Many of the pirates, as you say, have gold. I smell magic aboard. Be more interested in what you can offer me that way.
I mean, many of us are innately magical. It's nothing we can give.
How even Ray's is lying. I want it noted that, like, in fiction, Riki's face just has a flash of like, what the hell? Like, you tried to lie twice, and even Ray's is lying to this massive creature that is like taking out her ship, and
He
you guys are
accepted
just
my
like,
compliment.
fucking, we're gonna lie our way through.
I kind of believe that, like, magic being innate. Like, Myron has studied; she's innately magical. Like, I channel a god. It's not my magic. I'm channeling somebody else's magic. It's innate.
I don't even know why I have magic.
though.
Sherry doesn't know. She can't give her sorcery.
Right,
Yeah,
but
that is innate. I'm not lying. I'm just not telling the whole truth.
But
Yeah,
I can
that's-
give him
yeah.
my
That's
pocket
not a lie.
and I don't want to carry
Guys,
it around anymore.
Magic isn't innate. Anybody can practice magic. You just have to put in the time and the effort, and you can do it. If this turtle Saturn, if Mr. Saturn wants to learn magic, the first thing you have to do is pick up a book. You practice. You perform the incantations. You write it down. It's repetition. 5,000 hours, 10,000 hours. You'd be an expert. No.
Somebody's been reading those books by businessmen when they're like 10,000 hours is that when you become an
You
expert.
know, if you just stop buying Starbucks every day, Turtle, and stop eating avocado toast, then you'll be in a lot better position. You don't have to stop boats on the ocean.
I mean, if you'd like, I can teach you a little bit of magic right now.
No, I totally get the innate magic thing as he conjures an image of what looks like a magical sword. Then it shifts into a magical bow. It shifts into what looks like shields and boots and various items. This is just a sample of what others have provided in terms of payment. If you're not quite clear, I do take gold too, but I can smell you've got quite a stack on this ship.
Is it all just like on his shell?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
As
This
you look, no, he's definitely not carrying all of this.
Shiny.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
It's inside his shell.
Is this? I have a question. Is this turtle? I don't know if you noticed, but like I am on the cannon that is lined up with this turtle's belly.
Yep.
And that cannon is loaded.
Yep.
Okay, so Cameron has a question for the group. Which is,
I see where this is going.
In your mind space?
yeah, like literally just like a thought goes through the group. And I'm not saying I want, like, this is an option. If we want to like role play this out, that's fine. But Riki is ready to just like fire a cannonball into this thing's belly. And so like that thought goes through everybody's thing. It's not even, I don't even think it's, Riki doesn't say words. I don't know how this works, but it's just eyebrows through the group in their mind.
You're just like pointing at the cannon, huh?
You just see the picture of how Riki thinks this is going to play out.
Yeah. I'm not saying we should do this. It's
I
not.
feel like you'll just piss it off.
Yeah.
That's what a group was born for.
Oh no.
I have a preference, actually.
Feel free to keep role playing. I just wanted to mention that.
There's nothing else I want to give the turtle.
So you guys are like, as you guys are discussing, more and more of the crew are bringing up the chests that Elena was trying to hold back. As she brings those cases up, they are chock full of gold, some gems and jewelry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was noticing
Yeah,
that
are
too.
you okay?
Sorry, I like swallowed and spit the wrong way, and then I tried to talk and swallowed more, and it just went all crazy and bad.
It's okay, we'll edit this
Good.
out.
Yeah. All right. As they bring the crates, the turtle pulls with one fin off the side of a deck. Again, this deck is listing. I think that's the right word, to the side. as the everything's kind of sliding in towards where the turtle is, almost like it's holding itself up just to bring the ship at that point where any further down it'll start taking on water.
I want to use my ability. We've been talking to this thing for a minute, I assume. I want to use God, I always forget the name of this. Know your enemy.
Yep.
And I want to know current hit point.
Oh boy.
Current hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about a minute. The current hit points are 391.
Well, it's higher than I had hoped.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to fight this thing, guys. I think we just.
Do you get one thing, or do you get? Is that it? You just get the one thing?
Yeah, I get to choose that. There's a number of things I could choose. That's the one I chose.
Yikes.
Shiri doesn't know that, and she readies the spell.
Hmm. You hear a voice on the side of your shoulder. Do it.
Who's that? Who are you?
Artifact or
Is it
something?
Palpatine?
Do it.
God,
Jesus.
I don't know. I don't.
This seems fun. This couldn't possibly go bad.
The Traveler?
It would sound like the Traveler, yes.
Go away. I don't like you.
Oh man.
Okay, sorry, where are we? This is the turtle. Did he leave? Did he have his golden leave, or where are we now?
No,
What are we at?
The gold's been pulled off the deck, and he's just kind of waiting.
Wait. So it's taken the gold into the water, and it wants more.
Oh yeah.
It got 2 gold and 165 copper. I think it's set. What are you going to spend this money on?
Well, how much more do you want? What do you want?
I want an appropriate fee, a percentage of what you have on board. This gold is a pittance compared to what I can smell on this ship.
And then I say, "Smell this." I shoot the cannonball.
All right, let's roll initiative.
That's it. Spell as well. Before we roll, can we get a surprise round?
I'm sorry, but I couldn't. There was dodge this. I could not say the line.
Are we able to get our surprise round with mind spell ready?
I'm gonna say you're the only one that said that they had a spell ready, so I'll give you that one, and then we'll roll initiative.
So I get my shot too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man. So a D8 for Riki and a D8 for Vest, because I think Vest might need to help us.
Okay, how many hit points is that? 390 something?
391.
Ooh, that's
Eric, what's the damage do for a cannonball?
4d12.
That's not good.
Oh my god.
This will be fine.
D8.
391.
Is it? Is that to hit? For D8 to hit
D8 for your initiative.
for my initiative? What am I rolling to hit this thing? Just like a D20, or like how does this work?
So D20. See if it hits.
Is this a dex attack?
Yeah.
Like according to this?
Dex and proficiency because you're trained in it.
Swear to God, if you miss a shot that's point blank, I'm gonna be pissed at you, Riki.
I mean, I'm good at dexterity, so it's fine.
All right, let's do the 2 attacks first, then we'll get the initiatives all sorted out. So, what'd you do to hit with the cannon, Riki? As you fire, boom! A big explosion off the side of this ship.
Where's my proficiency?
I think it's +3 or 4 at this point. 4? Yeah, you guys are 4.
I can't find it. Okay,
It's
so it'd be 21 to hit.
As you fire in, you see where the part of the shell where the cannon was just starts to indent. You see cracks and almost like a black powder burning away at the under the soft side of this dragon turtle's shell. As it cracks in, roll me 4d12 damage, please.
Above your initiative.
Nice.
Shiri, what is your attack?
Chromatic orb
Okay.
for thunder damage.
Ooh.
I did 91 damage, guys. Or sorry, 29 damage. I don't know why I said 91. It's
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
that's really different.
I was thinking 491 minus 29, and I just said 91. Yeah, just 29, but it was fine.
This is not fine. I'm just gonna keep track on the calculator.
I mean, we don't have to hit it to 0. We just have to persuade it that the value proposition isn't good enough.
Okay. So what's your attack there, Shiri?
It's only 9, so I'm sure it's not gonna hit, but I'm looking for. Can I use my meta magic on that?
Yeah, depending on what you have and what meta magics you picked.
Quicken spell. So to use it as a bonus action and then get to do another one.
You did say you're only preparing a spell.
Yeah.
If you're gonna use your meta magic to do a quicken spell, let's say wait to your turn. I kind of gave you the free shot
Sure.
in this first thing.
Sure.
I do need you to roll a d100, please.
You might need this.
Yeah, please, like level 6 fireball or something like that.
95.
95.
That's good.
Oh, everybody around you as you cast this spell
Oh, that's bad.
starts to feel a little woozy,
Oh,
a little seasick, much like Naxa. You are able to hold it, but for the time being, all of you guys are now vulnerable against a particular type of damage.
thanks a lot,
Oh, so
Shiri.
it's not like a poison or a disease.
No, you have gained a vulnerability to a damage that this creature actually does. All right, so that's going to be great. Okay, so initiative. Let's go around the horn. Myron, what did you roll?
10.
10? All right. Raise.
5
Oh.
again.
Shiri.
22.
Riki.
31.
31?
31.
Well, I got 23 plus the 8.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
It's a D8, by the way, not just 8.
Oh, sorry. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
You're fine. Elena, what'd you roll?
Oh, am I also getting this D8 or?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
26.
I got 12.
Okay. All right. And Naxa for. Oh, all right.
What did Naxa roll?
Naxa roll, I think, is a 15. Just check her stats here. Oh, 16.
Shiri, did you do any damage with your chromatic orb? Did it land?
Didn't land.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Riki, you're up first. As you fire that cannon off, this creature seems to be very much surprised.
Yeah.
A little quick off the draw. What are you doing as this turtle? I'm gonna switch us over to the battle cam because I didn't expect it to go this like this. All right, cool. What are you doing, Riki? As you see the turtle on the side of the ship where you fired off.
Sorry. Sorry.
I am right up on this thing. Nobody's in front of me. And I'm pissed off. So I'm going to cast. So Riki, again, has a moment of, I don't know, not controlling himself and casts Thunder Wave at this thing.
Okay.
It's not a lot. It's only 4 damage, but thematically I like it. And, so I also have to see if it.
It's got a save against that, right?
Yeah.
Dex save? Or Constitution, I can't remember.
Constitution.
Ooh, 14.
I don't know what my spell cast. Yeah, that saves.
So 2 damage. All
Yeah.
right. Is it?
Bowser?
I guess you've chosen to give me the whole ship then.
Way to go, Riki.
Oh, thank you.
All right. As you
Trying to rob us.
as you blow this thunder wave around towards this creature, Shiri, you are up next as you're kind of seeing this thing kind of chuckle at what you've just done, and it seems to no longer be interested in taking a few pittance of what you had, and now wants everything you have.
Okay, well, Shuri is pissed. So I'm gonna try chromatic orb again with thunder damage.
Okay.
Third level. 24.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you throw this orb towards it, you see some of the there's more noise. So like as it explodes, it almost like a concussive explosion near the head of this creature. It starts to shake. Roll the damage as it hits.
18, and then I'm gonna use quicken spell to do it again.
Ooh, okay. I need you to roll me two. Okay, so roll the attack.
Okay, 15 for that one.
That does not hit. As it you send the other shockwave wide. How much damage on the first strike?
It was 18.
18.
90 for that one.
Pardon?
90 for the D100, sorry.
Okay. So 18 for the damage.
And then 58 for the second D100.
Ooh, okay. So as you see Shiri disappear behind the escape boat where she was standing when she cast the spell, and then it was 58.
Yeah.
And the boat around Shiri catches on fire.
Not great.
Oh no.
Where are the lifeboats?
Basically, one of the lifeboats catches on fire. There's one more in the back across from where Shuri is currently. Yeah. And the deck is starting
So
to...
we're for what on this lifeboat? See ya.
All right. Oh. Naxa is going to go as she kind of steadies herself from the sea nausea. She's going to look over at this thing and that's the you know what she'll do? She will she'll try and cast calm emotions on it. That seems like an Naxa thing to do.
Yep.
She runs over, focuses in towards charisma saving throw, and this thing doesn't seem too interested in calming down as she brushes over and then looks over to Elena and does like a quick little hop and skip, some entrechats, and says, "Hit it," as you are given some bardic inspiration. From that, you can add a D8 to your next D20 roll, or a D20 roll in the future.
Wow, imagine getting bardic inspiration.
No, she's a goat.
All right, cool. Whose turn is it?
And we shift over to Elena as she gets encouraged on. It is your turn, Myron. You're on deck, and you are next up.
I don't think I have anything that can affect this giant dragon turtle thing. I'm gonna go try to put out the fire that Sherry started accidentally.
All right, so you're gonna need to rush to the back of the boat.
Not even sorry.
Yeah, I'll get you to the back of the boat, and as you go to douse the flames, by the time you get there, they are starting to light up pretty significantly. That'll take your entire action, just to keep them at bay.
I do that.
Okay, so you head over here.
So our damage dealer lit our ship on fire, and our other damage dealer is putting out the fire.
Okay. Myron, you see Elena taking care of priorities here. What are you doing?
With my intelligence, would I be able to discern what type of creature this is? Like, would I assume it to be a beast or dragon? Would I know it's a beast?
You would get a sense that it's a dragon.
Are dragons beasts?
No.
Oh, they're dragons.
Okay.
I thought Lachelle cast, or sorry, Naxa cast Calm Emotions on it though.
It didn't land.
No.
But I
Right,
thought it
well-
was kind of way. I thought it did work.
She-
But sorry, not Calm Emotions. Last time.
It's a different beast.
Charm monster last
Oh,
time, and that's how we got away.
Yeah, the
That
charm
was from
monster's different.
Basilisk, you're right.
Riki's right in the midst of this thing, right? Like he's right under the dragon itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like 10 feet away, right? No?
Like right next to it. It's looming over you as the waves
Yeah.
are splashing. Also, the boat is tilted to the side as it's bringing it down closer to the edge of the water, almost about to tip it.
All right. I'm going to,
It's called listing.
as an action, raise up my staff and conjure a large big bee's hand right above where Riki is. And it's just going to take a swing right at this dragon turtle. So that is,
Okay, so it's gonna take a
it's going to use its clenched fist action to make a melee spell attack.
okay, go for it. This-
It's a 16.
that as you punch into it, you just hit the back of the shell. You see your big bee's hand impacted, but the shell is too tough to penetrate and get a strike on it. Almost like it didn't even feel the impact of this magical hand. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I just want to get cover behind. Can I stay behind this pillar to get cover, but still be able to see Riki?
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You tuck in. You do the almost like the sitcom where you like look across. You can still see, but you're protected behind the mast of the ship.
Is it half cover, partial cover?
I'll give you partial.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
There's like 20 cannons on this ship. Are the other sailors going to shoot at this thing? Because I kind of assumed it wasn't just us versus the thing. Like there's like a whole ship.
Yeah. Well, it's Vess's turn. We haven't gotten to the crew's turn yet.
No, I wasn't like trying to persuade you. I was just curious.
Yep. They'll definitely they'll do some stuff.
Hey, the crew hasn't gone yet. I was just like, I just had that thought.
Yeah, no worries. Is she gonna try it? No, she's gonna. You start to see Vess conjuring some sort of incantation, building up some energy as you see the broken cannon that Shiri had fired off and destroyed lift up off the deck and get thrown at this thing. The full weight of this strike is gonna smack right into the side where the shell meets, and you can hear the metal crush some of the shell as it breaks in for some pretty good damage. Okay. As it does, she's like, "You need to get that turtle off the ship." Do some math here. Okay. As she moves herself, makes a break to try and get under the down below deck. The crew's turn are going to try and basically rush this turtle and try and push off the flippers, while some of the other crew are actually going to are holding onto the sails, trying to get them cranked up to at least get some wind, because if we're going to push it off, they need to start moving. You'll see one of them fire a cannon, kind of like what Riki did following the lead, taking a shot. But the cannon itself is underwater, and the powder is dampened and doesn't fire as it just sinks below the ocean. Sorry. The ship next up is Raise. Raise, you're up. And yes, the initiative rolls are correct.
You rolled lower than a 5?
Yeah.
Yikes!
Turtles aren't fast.
I always have a really shit initiative though. To get lower than me is bad.
Plus zero to initiative.
Okay, so he's not super dexy then. That's good to know. I'm going to move myself kind of right here behind the other mask. And then take my mask, put it on, and I'm just going to kind of reach out and just kind of move my hand through the air and just say, "Flee!" And he's going to need to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save coming at you.
Oh, come on.
What does it need to beat?
16.
16. All right. You cast this spell towards it as the air kind of envelops the mind of this turtle. It's gonna take its turn unless you're doing anything else on your turn.
It didn't land?
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Did it fail or succeed?
Yeah,
I need
did it
to know.
fail or succeed?
It succeeded.
Okay, so yeah, then nothing happens. I'm just...
Oh, sorry, no, the spell succeeded. It failed its roll.
Oh, the spell
Okay.
succeeded.
Okay.
It has to use its turn to move away.
Yep.
It was command, so it has to use its whole turn to flee.
Mhm.
It's one turn, but it has to
Yeah.
leave the ship.
I only ask Eric because I determine my chronal shift after
Okay.
after I know if it succeeds or fails.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just gonna yell. I'm just gonna yell. Get us out of here! No.
Okay. On its turn, as it goes next, it pulls back and travels the full movement, which is 80 feet on its turn.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We gotta get out of here now. We gotta go.
As it,
Nice work.
Get us out.
the ship rights itself as it picks up. The sails as the crew are working on are up, and you start to feel it's starting to pick up and move a little bit. We go back to the top of the order with Riki.
I had a cool thing lined up. It would have been really cool. I probably would have failed it. I'm glad that you did your thing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna stay on the cannons. I don't think it would make sense that I'd rush to get the sails. I know they need done, but like I'm literally at a cannon.
Mhm.
So is it like one turn I can fire it again, like reload and fire it?
Well, there's 2 cannons that have fired off the side of the 6 that are there. So you can spend time reloading the cannon that's fired, or you can just fire off one that, because I think Sherry said she already prepped the cannons.
So is
Yeah,
it
they're
like
already-
is it a full turn to reload it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Then I'll run to another one and fire at it while it's
Okay.
moving away from me.
All right, make an attack roll.
Do I get any advantage? This is just a general D&D question because it's not trying to dodge it, but I guess I'm still trying to hit a moving target, right?
Yeah, you're doing your utmost to hit it. Nothing special to give yourself advantage.
That was D20 Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yep.
It's not great. That would be a 17
As you
total.
fire the cannon, you hear the splash of water next to this turtle as it, while running away, is trying to evade these cannonballs. So that'll be, I believe, your turn. So you
Well,
fire-
I get I get 2 attacks, right? I get 2 attacks. I'm a fighter.
two weapon attacks. I'm going to say this cannon takes up your turn. It's not an attack action; it's a cannon action.
Sure.
Shira, you are up next.
I'm just gonna run over to the fire to help put it out.
Okay, you help Elena finish up putting up the fire. Let me just take a look. Unfortunately, as you keep trying to put out the fire, whatever you're doing is just making more fire as it starts to basically everything around you is starting to combust.
Wow.
Stop making more fire.
So the deck is now on fire around you. So everything within 5-10 feet, you actually make things worse.
Quick question. I forgot to ask this. Do we have a long rest after the harbor fight?
No, we had a short rest before
Right.
we
Yeah,
left.
thanks.
Okay.
Do I still have an action then, Eric?
Pardon?
Do I still have an action?
Your action was trying to put out the fire. So you put out some of it, leaving a trail of more fire behind you. Almost like as you're dampening some of it, it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of deal.
Okay.
As you realize that this isn't going well. Naxa is going to go help with the fire. She's going to rush over help put out the fire as well. She kind of dampens, takes out some of that for you. Next up, Elena, you're there as you see Shiri lighting up more fire. You see the turtle running away, almost getting its senses of like, okay, maybe that was weird. What are you doing?
I will continue to put out the fire.
Okay, with that, yeah, the fire is now out.
Hooray.
With all of you, Myron, what are you doing?
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Oh man, oh geez.
What is the movement speed of this?
Since Shiri was turning.
Is it, how close is it to the boat? Is it 60 feet?
80 feet.
80 feet? Oh, I can't even. Can I ready the hand to grapple it?
Sure.
Ooh, interesting.
Is it huge or smaller?
No, it's bigger.
Okay, so it can't grapple that thing because it's way too big for it.
Yeah, it's gargantuan.
Yeah. So that doesn't work.
I kind of undersized it for visual representation.
I
Why are
figured.
you fighting
So
this
this
way?
hand does nothing. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm going to drop the hand and start focusing on a spell as it gets within range. Oh, you know what? It is in range. Fuck it. I'm going to cast Slow on the Beast.
Okay.
As it's out off in the distance, I'm going to pull out my staff and just see this pulsating yellow energy heading towards it. It's got to save. Wisdom 16.
All right, you cast a spell, and it doesn't seem affected by your attempts to slow its mind.
Let's try it again. I'm going to use my. Can I do that? No, I can't. Cause it's a reaction. I'm going to use my chronal shift to make it rewind time and re-roll.
Yep. As you start to see its mind start to fade,
Oh, okay.
and it seems to slow down.
All right. It's my turn.
Gotta get out of here. We gotta go.
Bess is under deck. You can't see her. Raise, you're up next.
Bess, get up here. Come help.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. What is slow again? It affects.
So it can only take one action, regardless of. Sorry, its speed is halved, takes a -2 to AC, and dex saving throws. Can't use reactions. On its turn, it can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay.
If it attempts to cast a spell with like casting time of an action, roll a d20 on 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. So, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell's wasted.
But it doesn't affect their saving throw spell. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's like 80 feet away and hopefully we're putting distance, but I would like to hold the same flee command if it enters within 60 feet.
Okay.
And if I need to, I'll like move, I don't know, there. I'm sure I could probably see over if this thing is gargantuan. Flee. It has to use its whole turn to move as
Okay.
far away from me as possible.
Okay. All right. What you see is the creature as it turns tail and starts to move towards you. Before it gets into range, you see it disappear under the surface.
Before it gets into range? That's unfortunate.
It's going to. What it'll do? You know what?
But it's slowed, right? It can't actually make it the full 80 feet back.
No. You start to see bubbles coming up to the surface, almost like a trail towards the bottom of the ship. I need, you know what? I'll let you guys roll it. I need someone to give me a Constitution saving throw. So if you want, someone wants to roll a d20 and add 2.
Can I use, if it was a constitution, I have +7 for constitution.
It's not. I'm letting you guys roll for what it's attacking.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Go ahead and roll though, Shiri. I have no problems with that. Just don't roll a 1.
yeah, really. 9, 11.
11 total.
Yeah.
You start to feel almost like an impact into the ship, and you hear what's his name again?
Oh, Theo?
No, you hear
Saturn?
Ramsey, yeah, Chef Ramsey call up. Yes, we've got, was it Dexter Ramsey? I forget the first name.
Dexter Ramsey, yeah.
Yeah, Dexter Ramsey has it. We've got a leak. We've got a leak, and is starting to run up to the deck. Okay, Riki, you're up.
And so it's still not visible now.
It's underneath the water.
So we've got the leak underneath, and are the sails up now?
Yep.
Yeah, they're
You're starting to pull away a little bit. It's going to take a couple turns to get up to full speed. This thing has been slowed.
Can I get below deck in 1 turn to help with that?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay, so I'll go help with that this turn.
All right. As you see, there is actually a strip of the boat about 60 feet long that's got a gash through it.
How? It made it back to the boat?
It can probably do other abilities.
I take out my earring and I plug the hole.
Saying.
I think I've heard it. Is there any wood or what?
You go up to the side, wading through the water, and you lose your earring into no, just
Oh.
the hole is way too big for you to be able to plug it.
Well, help! we need like, do we have wood on it? Like they'd have like extra like material for this, though, right? Maybe not 60 foot, but like some.
All right. So what I'm gonna say is we're gonna drop out of combat here, as the dragon turtle is going to swim down, taking its time, and let you guys come to it. So,
I don't want
dropping out of initiative, what are you guys doing? There's a 60-foot gash in the side of the ship.
Jesus.
As it used its dragon breath ability along the whole side of the bottom.
Oh my god. I think this is Eric not wanting to kill us in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
So it was like,
kill us
hey,
slowly.
it's fine. Okay, so 60-foot gash in the side of the ship.
You figure you got maybe 3 turns before the ship starts. The deck starts being the only thing you have left.
I'm gonna run down and find Vess.
As you see her, she's working on pulling stuff out of her chest. She's got a book. She's got a couple of smaller containers that she's pulling towards, and she's dropping them into a bag of holding. She's basically just grabbing stuff.
Oh, are you planning to stay here and feed this dragon, or are you getting out of here?
I don't know why you guys attacked the thing.
Don't either, but it happened, and now we have to deal with it.
I'm getting out of here as best as I can. I'm hoping you guys have a means to get off this ship.
Well, can you draw a circle? We have a minute.
Don't have time for that.
Are you serious? I have the components. Just do it quick before we go down.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't know. We can go to Rexenstrom's, the dad, like one of the cities. You know, circles there,
Yes,
don't
work
you?
with us.
You there?
I'm there. I'm yelling at Vess now. She's being unreasonable.
Give me a persuasion check.
Do it.
I mean,
Fuck.
oh no, it's really bad. Don't you have like?
No, I don't have anything in a persuasion. I'm not persuaded. That's a 2.
I was down there. Can I help him?
Well, I don't have time to draw a circle.
What if I draw it? Can you just cast the spell?
I don't have it prepared today.
I don't either.
I do have another spell prepared, but it can only take me and 8 willing creatures. Okay.
There we go. So
What
that's
about the
something.
rest of the crew?
I don't know.
I'll take the crew. You guys get yourself off the ship.
That's
Oh
that's
my God.
cold.
I don't like that option either. Think of another one.
What else you guys doing? What else you guys doing?
I'm gonna run down to where the gash is, and I'm just gonna start like, I don't know. I have 2 shields. I'm just gonna start trying to hammer them in place with whatever I find.
Yeah, the water is coming in too fast. It's you're trying like almost pushing the wood into place. It's getting pushed back as the water is coming onto the ship now. As the you can tell that the wood that's been removed has been burned away from the ship, where it's like parts of wood have been kind of smashed through from the burn, and replacing. It's not like replacing wood for wood and fighting with the water coming in. It's almost impossible to get any traction.
Does Naxa have her
We
I've
can't
Magic carpet?
well, she does. I was gonna ask about the weather spell, but sure, magic carpet.
I've already burned the weather spell for today.
But I thought
Next, can you do the thorns on the bottom again?
No, I think I've used that spell slot for today.
Oh my gosh.
Who said the carpet? We could kick the carpet.
Yeah, let's just hop on the carpet.
Yeah, I'm all out of Wall of Thorns.
can I stab the ship with my blink blade? Give us a minute to think.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I was curious as to how that works. I just like blink anything that I stab.
Would the ship just blink to the ethereal plane then, and we're stuck in the water, or how would that work? That'd be great. That'd be hysterical.
All right, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
We're on the carpet now, right?
So Naxa pulls out the carpet. He's got room. Vest gathers up her crew and disappears off the boat.
Was that the entire crew? Was that Mr. Ramsey as well?
That was the officers. There's still quite a bit of crew on the boat that she couldn't take.
She was just the crew?
Shiri jumps off and starts taking down all the doors to make floating devices.
Can nobody ice the like? Nobody has a spell to like ice this thing or to block it with thorns or earth or something.
Keel of the boat is filled up.
What about shape water from Naxa?
That's a lot of water.
She doesn't have shape water.
What the hell does she have? Charm person and turn into a bird.
Ramsey, I've seen what you did with some of that food. If I know a chef of your worth, that's not all real. That's magic too, isn't it?
Well, thank you. Yes, that is. It is quite magical. My culinary skills. He's like knee deep in water. Appreciate the compliment, but I don't know how the hell we're getting out of here.
You don't have any hidden abilities or anything?
No,
Fuck.
I have the magic of spice.
No, that is magical.
Hold on a second. We're reading spells.
Water is building up. The ship is starting to sink.
And everyone's on a door. Is everyone on a door?
You start kicking out doors. Nax is looking down from her carpet, looking to scoop you guys up.
How many can fit on the carpet?
I think just like you guys would be it.
Oh man.
I cast Find Familiar. Who comes?
Wait, how do you cast Find Familiar?
I have Find Familiar.
Interesting.
Really?
Well, if you do cast Find Familiar, then you are able to summon up the creature. It also takes about an hour to summon.
Oh,
So if
then
you're gonna
never-
try and cast it, you're start working on the spell.
Never mind. Don't want to do it then.
Um,
Get back.
I'm gonna run back up, and hopefully there's enough time that we can like launch that second little rowboat that didn't catch fire.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just gonna take a rope and like tie it to the front of it and just get as many crew in it as possible. And when we get on the carpet, I'm just gonna hold the other end of the rope and hopefully we can pull people. I don't know if the carpet can do that, but like we'll figure it out.
You're able to get with the doors and the boat. You'll have enough material in the water to help those that are on the ship get to something. And yeah, you're able to kind of jury rig up the boat. Elena, what are you doing in this chaos?
Oh boy, what can I do? Okay, so the fire's out, correct?
Yes.
Okay, like what's kind of like an urgent task that needs to be done right now?
Get off the boat.
Get off the boat.
Finding
The
a way
boat
to
is
get.
sinking right now.
Yeah,
essentially.
the boat
All
is
right,
sinking.
what's our escape plan here? Like, what's our exit strategy?
We're on the carpet. We're on the carpet. We're telling all the remaining crew to just get on something to float, and hopefully we can just like, I
Okay.
don't know, daisy chain. The other armada is coming. Like the other boats are coming. I could message one of the other people that we know is on a boat to come and get us in the middle of the ocean. We don't have to leave anyone
Yeah.
behind, but we gotta
Yeah.
get the hell off of this ship.
But we don't want them coming here either. That's gonna be another boat that goes down.
Well, that's step 2. Let's focus on step 1 here, people. Let's just get everybody off.
Tell them to not come this direction, and whoever survives survives. Like
Step 2.
a boat this size with 2 escape vessels should be able to handle everybody getting off. That's code.
It's cold.
Is this before or after Titanic times?
Well, half the people left magically, so there can't be that many left. How many people are around us, DM?
There's 20 or so.
And these boats can house.
The lifeboat could get probably 12, and then another 8 can get onto the doors that shear you through in the water.
Okay, so everybody has a vehicle.
I have rope. We can tie the doors together.
Yeah.
Pull them from the magic carpet, and we just
Okay.
cross the ocean that way.
Yeah, I've got some rope as well.
Okay, you guys all hop on the carpet as you start to see the ship.
Can we
Sure.
save any food before we leave? Like, were we, if you were in the kitchen, were you able to grab anything? or-
I wasn't in the kitchen while it was going down.
Oh, okay.
Chef Ramsey collects some of the good food that he can into a duffel bag. His kind of like one thing that he grabs as he hops off. Some of the other crew grab loose ends, some of their personal belongings. They hop into the water, swim over towards the thing. As you see the sea holder sink down into the ocean, and you hear a very slow chuckle come from the depths of the water. And we will take a break there. And we'll
I don't know if I was ready.
I'm listening, by the way. I just got pinged for work, so I'm fixing something.
All right. All right. As you guys watch the ship sink below the tide, riding in your carpet, throwing down some rope, letting the crew cobble together a bit of a human wooden raft on the Lucidian Ocean, swaying up and down with the swells. The day, fairly nice, fairly warm. It's like the start of the day really set the tone for what you're looking at. So all of this is in a beautiful atmosphere. But the day is starting to come to a close as the sun starts to set over the horizon. You guys are kind of floating, working your way with the group, unless I don't know if you're planning on leaving the group of crew.
No, we're staying together for the next little bit, I would assume.
Okay.
I would assume we stay together.
We're gonna try and plan our next move here.
As you guys are all tucked in on the ship, or not on the ship, on the carpet,
It's more of a friendship.
is there anything you guys want to do before I get into the next little bit here?
Yeah, I have a couple of thoughts.
Sure.
Is there any like intuition, not insight, but like, is there any way that I can kind of like look like use my intuition on a situation? Like, is that a thing?
What are you trying to intuit?
I have the feeling that I am getting sabotaged by the traveler, and I would like to intuit that.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Come on, Sherry. That's great.
14.
14. You've noticed that your surges have been going off quite frequently recently. While you haven't focused in or attuned to the shard that was presented to you, the hearing the traveler's voice on your shoulder kind of sparks like, are these connected? Could they be connected? Kind of think out towards the to the traveler as you think there may be something there. You're not quite sure. You can't put your finger on it, but you feel kind of in the heart of hearts that there might be something there.
That's
Anything,
it.
anything else?
That's
Grace.
Yeah?
You have those goggles, don't you?
I do.
Can you see anything in the distance? It's getting pretty dark. Is there boats or land, anything?
I mean, I don't know if the goggles help with that, but sure, I'll give it a try.
Mm.
So I'll put I reattuned to the goggles, so I'll put them on the visor, and I'll just like look all around us, like anything.
Give me a perception check with advantage.
I'm also gonna take a quick glance over the crew too and see if there's anything weird with them. Okay.
Good, good, good.
So. Middle of the road. 16.
16. You see, as you're looking across, you see what looks like the silhouette of a ship on the horizon, heading in your direction. The sail's quite large, but hard to make out at the distance. But you can see something off in the distance as you look down. Towards the crew. You can see them all kind of floating around. You count the 20 or so crew members that you notice, and you see something bigger swimming around that you didn't see before. As the sun starts to set.
Did you tell us about the boat in the distance?
Yeah, I would have pointed it out, I'm sure, and
I-
continued looking.
I just want to shoot firebolts straight into the sky, just so they get a flare.
Cool, yeah.
Wait,
as-
maybe not yet, because there's something else.
As the sun starts to set and the moon's intensity brightens, now becoming the dominant light source in the sky, you start to feel your vision kind of wonky as you see this tall elvish creature swimming below you on the carpet. Hard to make out, and then it disappears. Not invisible. It's gone.
How tall?
No one else sees this. As you do, you start to feel the goggles start to hum with energy. As the light hits it, the moonlight over the ocean, you start to feel it awaken.
Yeah!
You can replace your goggles with awakened goggles.
Okay, sorry, the creature though, it was like right under the, was it following us? Like, was it following us for a few hours? Or was it just there and just stopping?
Swimming circles around the crew.
Menacingly? I guess it disappeared. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I like that very much. What am I doing?
Switch it to awakened.
All right, everybody else. Riki, Elena, Myron.
I was having a conversation with Grace.
Okay, you're firing off the flares. Riki and Elena, what are you guys doing?
So bad.
Go for it. I don't really have anything planned.
I mean, I just wanted to apologize because I think I might have. That might have been. That one's on me, guys.
Yeah. I'm just gonna meditate, but while I meditate with my eyes open, I'm gonna look directly at Ricky. It looks like I'm glaring at him, but I'm really just meditating.
And I'm very unnerved by it.
Ricky, maybe next time I won't give you that gift. You got really weird. You got jumpy.
Yeah, that was
Well,
an interesting choice.
I mean, we've taken on beholders. I thought we could take on a giant turtle.
I mean,
so fast.
All right, Elena, as you're meditating, the rest of you kind of are waiting. You see the ship, you're firing the flares, flagging it down. You see some responding flares pick up your trail as the ship seems to be moving towards you. Over the next couple hours, as it approaches you, more like an hour, hour and a half. Elena, in your meditation, you start to see visions. Almost like this, like you're focused into a trance state, and in that trance, you're kind of in a space that's normally very focused, very, very zen, like a empty room with a starry sky above. But that concentration is broken. You start to feel tremble on you. You start to feel a vibration coming from.
Is it a good vibration?
I'm not going to tell you whether it's good or not, but you feel a vibration stemming from your blades.
ooh.
I take a look at them.
So you draw your frost brand rapier. You notice the steel of it is no longer steel. You see the blade is almost a shimmer of black shadow, and in it you see what looks like an endless sky of purple and green nebula floating in it.
My God, it's full of stars.
In fact, you do see stars in it, and that is a very apt statement. Nobody else sees this as you're kind of in this meditative state where you're broken from it, but they all see you just kind of glaring at Riki. So you look at the blade, focus on it for a minute or two. You see a flaming skull float by,
Oh,
and then you're snapped back.
That's creepy.
okay.
I know Ricky made a decision, Eleanor, but you don't have to glare at him for like an hour. That's a lot.
Okay.
Oh, Elena wouldn't respond though.
Yeah. As Elena snaps back, it's almost in time for the ship that's kind of been following in to catch up towards you. What feels like a couple minutes for her has been about an hour or so for the rest of the group. As you see, the ship that is arriving is flying a high flag of the Cerberus Assembly. That roll that you gave me determined who would come find you.
I'm so stressed out.
Who rolled this?
As you see over the bow of the ship, Vesta Ragna standing next to Master Trent Ickathon, who looks down. Well, you weren't wrong where they'd be. Get him on board. As you guys are quickly shunted on, or the crew is shunted on, and you are welcomed onto Trent's flagship vessel, heading into the night. You are all seen to fairly poor accommodations. You're given a spot to rest as the crew are dried off, kind of below deck. You are left to your devices as the crew of Trent's ship sets sail with a armada behind him.
That would have helped us last time.
All right, as you are below deck, what would you guys like to do?
What time is it?
Oh, probably closer to midnight at this point.
Get some sleep.
This was a day. I hate
A
that.
nat 1 would have been the king's boat.
Pardon?
A nat 1 would have been the king's boat.
The one would have been the king's vote. Oh,
Jeez. What'd you roll?
I rolled it too.
Oh, man.
So like second in command to do. I hate this. This sucks. This is awful.
Are we allowed to walk around freely or no?
You haven't been told that you can't. You've been told to, go warm up, feel better. We'll put you to use tomorrow, and you've got the evening to do what you wish.
Let's just really watch what we say here, you guys, all right? I don't think we'll get away with as much as we could have gotten away with this.
Well, I mean, who says we're gonna be able to get away with fast anyways? I mean, I look over at Naxa and it's gonna last, right? Like what you did to her?
What I did to who?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, do we believe it? Do I believe it?
Insight check.
Oh, she really trying now. Oh my god.
14.
You get the sense that she is telling the absolute truth.
Okay.
But like she isn't completely confident or doesn't know entirely herself.
Okay.
She believes it.
This is gonna be a tough one. Bless you.
What's our plan? Like, do we want to stay here? Or wait until tomorrow. I could probably get us out of here, but
Oh, would you draw? What would you do?
well, if you give me a night to shuffle around my spells, I could probably draw us a circle tomorrow.
Okay, I would say let's do a long rest here and just.
I don't think we have many options.
I don't think until Sean gets a spell anyways. That's what I'm thinking.
But like we might want to set up either have like somebody watching guard or like set up a
Yeah.
trap or a tripwire or something.
100%. I agree with that, Riki. We need to make sure. This sucks.
We do 3 watches in shifts of 2 each
Sure.
for a long rest.
Okay. Yeah.
Before we go to sleep, though, or before we start taking our watch, I still have my highest level available. Did we want to, maybe our priorities have shifted considering what happened today, but did we want to monitor anyone, to scry on anyone? That guy, maybe, the one who polymorphed at the docks, or...
It's a good idea.
I mean, I have a list of people and places that I would like to scry on, but I'm going to leave this first one up to the group because I've never quite done it before, so...
Can
I
you
think that's a good
describe
idea.
someone you don't know?
Well, I mean, I saw him, so I should be able to. I know what he looks like. It's not very familiar, so it might be harder, but I mean, I don't know. We can also try and talk about a game plan for tomorrow, if your teleport doesn't work.
Well,
Also, keep in mind, if we just go back somewhere, like the gentlemen in the myriad are waiting for us, and we have nothing to show for it.
yeah. I'm not saying we teleport out immediately, but like we can have that in our back pocket just in case. I'll need time to draw the circle, but given we have that, we can get out of here on our own terms.
I've always got the carpet. We can always get out of our own terms that way.
It's true. All right, hold on. First things first. Does anybody have anybody that we should scry on? Or send a message to? That's always an option.
Don't they have to be within a few hundred miles or something?
For
Scry?
scry?
Nope.
No, they just have to make a save.
For message, sorry.
Message is across planes. It goes anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, sending is the spell I'm talking about. The cantrip message is like 120 feet. Sending goes anywhere.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if you want somebody, I can do it, but
I don't have anyone.
well, give me a second then, and maybe I'll try and figure out who that person was at the docks, because that's sort of been bothering me. I don't know if it's been bothering you. You're the one that tried to save him.
Well, I mean, with everything else going on that day, kind of lost track of it, to be honest. It's a little bit small compared to the other things we fought.
Sure. Just don't want to do it.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm gonna take out the little crisscross applesauce sitting on the floor, and I'm gonna take out my little crystal ball that I bought before we left.
Mhm.
Put on the mask, and then start casting Scry.
Okay.
And as the spell sort of like tries to take hold, at least because he does get to make a save, my eyes are gonna go just completely white with like a little gray rim around the iris. And they're just gonna like blank stare through this whole thing for 10 minutes.
Okay. As your blank stare, the vision of the group in front of you disappears as you are kind of lifted up very quickly, snapped over to this this half elvish male half elvish apparently sorcerer robes, laying in what looks like, because you only see the area around him, laying it looks like what looks like a ship bunk.
Is he on board?
Bunk.
Probably.
Or one of the other ones.
You get a sense that this swaying almost seems to match the swaying of yourself.
I knew it. I knew he was on board. Oh my gosh.
The guy
You were
that
surprised.
Oh,
You were
shit.
surprised how quickly you were able to snap over to that person.
Is there anything like, does he have like a journal on him or something? Like any piece of paper or anything like that? That I could maybe read or see a name or something?
Give me a perception check. He's reading a book that you can't quite make out.
Is he awake? Or is he awake or asleep?
Awake.
He's
Just kind
awake.
of reading in his bunk.
Sleep reading would be impressive.
Well, if he fell asleep with like a book here or something.
Also, like what you do at night.
Shut up. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming as soon as I said it. Okay, that's not bad. 16.
You see him reading a book by the title of Tusk Love.
I should have known that. Stupid. There's no like,
What do you-
speak my love. Okay.
Okay. Anything else anybody else is doing? Well, who's taking the first watch?
I'd like to take the middle watch with Naxa.
I'd like to take the last watch.
I'm still in good shape, relatively speaking, so I'll take the first one.
I'll take the first one as well. Just keep an eye on this crazy Katie of ours.
All right.
I'll take the last one.
All right, Riki and Elena, you guys are first up as you are watching while the other four sleep. Is there anything you guys are doing?
I'll see if I can get my sword to do that space thing again.
Okay, you focus in, try to get it to do whatever it did, seemingly to no effect.
Do it. Do the thing.
You hear one of the crew members that are drying off. Hey, keep it down over there. As you guys take your shift, the first few minutes, nothing seemingly. Everybody's kind of giving you heed. Much of the other crew, couple come by, say, thanks for tossing the boat out. Those flanks and sticking with us. It's better than what the lady did. Appreciate it. As you guys spend the rest of the watch, are you guys chatting between yourselves? And I'll give you a chance to do that, or
Are you doing that thing the whole watch, Elena? Trying to get
No.
the watch?
I mean, I'll probably give up after like it stops. Can go to work for minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Riki's gonna ask Elena how she manages. How do you manage to do what you do? You don't seem to get hit in fights.
Oh. Well, it's I use my sorcery to keep me safe. That was a bad time to ask me a question. I was actually chewy candy.
Elena doesn't have candy right now. You have to talk as if your mouth isn't full of candy somehow. So, did you train that or what? How did you develop that?
Okay. Well, I studied the ways of the art, but instead of using it as a typical wizard would, I've combined sword and sorcery to use them both in harmony. It's an ancient art form of the elven people.
So it's not something I could learn.
Perhaps if you spend enough time.
All right, Ricky trains for the next 3
The art
years.
of the art of blade singing is only for the elves, but anyone can use the art to use magic and with their swordplay.
Do you have to be inherently magical then?
Well, yeah, I mean that's how I'm able to stay one step ahead of all my foes by using magic. It also helps when you have like a displacer cloak and, and you have really high dex.
Right.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. I use all my spells for defense.
Interesting. Okay,
As your watch comes to an end,
I'm gonna be like just like the rest of the night. I'll be quiet, thinking about that and how my actions caused the ship to get taken down. I'll just like be like fiddling with like flicking my daggers, just like
yeah.
that'll be it.
As your watch comes to an end, Shiri and Naxus stir. I guess our turn.
Okay, so we gotta talk a little bit, Naxa.
Okay.
What the hell is the traveler doing to me? Why is he like making life so hard?
I don't know. Maybe ask him yourself.
Do you have a way for me to talk to him?
Traveler.
Oh.
As she kind of looks up, you hear, yes. What is it?
Let's just agree that we're not gonna lie to each other.
Oh, I would never lie. As you see this tall
Only
elven
a liar
creature,
would say that.
this tall elven creature, kind of put hands down. Oh, it's been fun hanging out with you all day. This has been quite a spectacular event.
Why are you making life so hard for me right now?
Oh, I'm not making life hard for you. If anything, you've made life hard for yourself. I gave you a gift to help control your outbursts.
I take it out of my pack and I give it back to him.
Ooh.
I don't want it.
Oh, well,
It's really important to me that I do things on my own.
well, very, very well. But any Feyborn would know that they should have this to at least control them through this type of at this time of their lives,
I'm not a Feyborn.
aren't you?
No, I'm human.
Interesting. From what I've seen, at least traveling along with Naxa here, is a lot of Fey magic coming out of you.
Oh.
It's fascinating.
Yes. I don't want to say it's me, but who knows?
You don't want to say it's you?
Well, look, party. I've been to a few parties. Could have slipped in there. You never know.
One could have slipped
But
in.
all I know is any
No.
Feyborn deserves a chance to at least not be swayed by all the chaos as they learn to control it. Wouldn't you say?
I feel like the problem is that I was doing better before you told me that I had to do more controlling.
Well, see, you were at that ripe age where your magic is starting to get a little unpredictable, as most of our kin on the material plane tend to have. I just thought I'd
but-
help you out.
Yeah, but you do not seem like the kind of traveler that helps out without getting something in return.
No, I get everything in return. Someone that can control chaos, bring it more into the world is a lot more better, wouldn't you say?
A lot more better.
I don't know if I would say that because I don't know what you said. I don't really get it.
Think of it this way: if you are in control of your abilities, we have another one of ours here that can add more chaos to the world. If you don't learn how to control it, people will fear you, and I would worry that you'd be rejected from this world. This is something we want to encourage.
Can I insight the conversation about the Fey magic?
Sure.
Ten.
I wouldn't lie to you.
I know you wouldn't lie to me, but maybe you are lying to me. You say that. I'm just like still unsure. Why do you think I'm Fey?
Oh, you're. 1 second.
This episode brought to you by Big Mouth.
What?
Hey, puberty.
Where's
We
it?
got our own spell monster.
You're you're Calliope's daughter, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know where Calliope came from?
Her mom.
Got him.
So I'm trying to be a teenager and I don't know what to say. No.
Trying to think. Well, maybe you should ask your mom next time.
I can't see my mom anymore.
That's unfortunate. Because maybe ask her where her mom came from.
Well, her mom came from her mom.
Yeah.
As we've established.
Are you able to tell me that? Because I can't go home. I
Well,
won't be talking to my mom.
I'm not one for giving up secrets, but consider that shard of yours a gift for a descendant from the Fey realm.
Oh!
Wow, that's crazy.
Did he hand it back to me?
He never took it.
Oh. So if I use this, you're not going to hold it over my head.
No, not at all. It's rightfully yours.
All right.
You're
Where's
the one
Naxa?
that
Is she
you're the
hearing
one
all
that
this?
Naxa is just a jaw agape.
Agape.
Like, what? I've got my hands full with this one. I figured
Probably fair.
I figured you might as well not have I don't want to have to watch out after both of you, to be honest.
Okay, well, can you just like stop appearing over my shoulder and stuff? Like, I don't want, like, you're just cramping my style. I don't want you, just don't come back to me unless I call you. Or maybe we can like plan to meet up once a month or something, but just like stop showing up randomly.
See, that's the problem. That's kind of my thing.
My thing is boundaries.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd be sad if I can't come see you whenever I want.
How about just on Mondays? Just you come on Mondays and I'll chat with you and you mean that's enough, right?
Naxa, I'm not just going to come around on Mondays, right? Because that doesn't work for your whole thing either. I'll give you some space, but if
Okay.
you need help, let me know.
Space is good. All right. Thank you, traveler. Bum bum ba bum.
No problem.
Are you gonna be converted? You're gonna be converted. We're gonna
Nothing.
lose you.
I leave. Naxa, can you hold down the fort for like 20 minutes?
Yeah? Not a problem.
I just want some privacy for a second to digest.
Sure.
And I use my mirror and I think about my grandmother that I've never met, and I'd like to see what comes up.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, 1 second. As you focus in, you are whisked through a almost like a foresty, like a clearing in a forest. You see fog lying around. The trees themselves are actually made of varying colors. Like the branches and the leaves aren't all green. Some of them are reddish and purplish tones. The like ferns are shimmering with color that seem to almost change as you look upon them, and and you see your mother, little human woman, as you stand next to what appears to be a female taking care of her. What looks like a large satyr, well, not a large satyr, a satyr holding her hand and teaching her how to sing.
My grandmother was a satyr, not a centaur.
No.
Interesting.
Wow. That's a
Okay,
Feywild.
so it rings true. Because all satyr, would I know that all satyrs are fae?
Yeah.
Okay.
Naxa would have explained that over the course of
Okay.
one of her dances.
And I also would know for sure that the person I'm looking at is my grandmother.
You get the sense because that's what you asked the mirror to look at.
Okay. And then, so is my assumption that the traveler was telling the truth that I'm fae or part fae?
I'll let you decide.
Shiri unwraps the shard and begins to attune to it.
Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa!
Nice.
All right. Are you doing anything else on your break?
Just crying myself back to sleep later.
Aww.
While this this watch is going on, Raze, you are filled with nightmares.
Yeah, that tracks.
You are reliving the moment of floating in the ocean before you got to this ship. As you look down, though, none of the crew are with you. You are floating on an iceberg that is slowly melting away. You wake up in a cold sweat the moment right before the ice dissipates and you are pulled under the water. As you snap awake, you hear Naxa. All right, your turn.
Instantly falls asleep.
Yeah. Myron, you are also awoken.
That is unsettling.
You look awful. What happened?
Ah,
It's not that hot here.
no, but still not exactly comfortable, so.
I mean, if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. Actually, hoping we could talk a bit tonight.
Sure. What did you want to talk about?
It's not the easiest thing to say, but it's been a little tough these past few weeks.
Yeah, extremely.
There's been a lot going on. You finding your brother, me losing mine.
Yeah.
It's been rough.
Wanted to ask you about that, but you seemed fine.
Well, I mean, what we're dealing with, how do you let something like that affect you?
That's a very good point.
It seems so minimal in the grand scheme of things. I wanted to ask you how you dealt with it. You, I don't know, talked about your brother and recently finding him, but obviously finding someone comes with a loss at some point.
I don't know. It was a bit different, I guess, in a way. I didn't really have any finality. It was just always a question mark, right? And I don't know, I guess every single day was just a new scenario in my head. you know, if we ever did find each other again, or if we didn't, so whatever the circumstances around that would be. Although I will say, in all of those circumstances, I never thought that I'd ever have the power to bring him back.
Why did you bring him back?
That's a very good question, and I don't know if I have an answer for that yet.
That's fair. I mean, you were pretty adamant about leaving the dead undisturbed.
That's just what we did. I mean, where I grew up, like, we didn't have anyone who could do that, you know? Like, and it was dangerous. Like, everything was trying to kill you where you were. And that just made life, you know, that much more precious.
Yeah.
And I mean, we always just prayed to the matron to keep people safe when they went on hunting trips or fishing trips and for them to come back. And it was just never a thing. And then I don't know why she gave it to me, but I have it. And I don't know, I keep sort of going back to that day that I was with Velan in Grimgalia, and we were looking for diamonds for that, and we bought one each, and I don't know why I kept it.
Deep down, you knew the reason.
Still trying to figure that out.
Was that the diamond you used on your brother?
Mhm.
I think you knew then.
I don't know.
Do you believe in fate?
Absolutely.
There you go. Guess that's could be part of it. Maybe it was the Raven Queen guiding you. Sorry, the
It's
matron.
still so weird. I've never heard that name before. Do you know anything about that?
Would I have heard that name before? Or is it just real life bleeding into D&D?
Yeah, I don't think you would have heard of the matron of Winter before.
Retcon. Matron.
You would have heard of the Raven Queen, but you wouldn't have heard the other title.
That's what I'm
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, what would I know of the Raven Queen then?
Goddess that ensures the passage of people from life into death. Looking to protect that bond, fairly kind of what you'd expect the Raven Queen to be.
I explain all that.
Very interesting.
Ooh.
The Raven Queen is the, well, I mean, for using your words, the matron of death, the one that shepherds souls from our world to the other. It's who the caretaker of the dying, or the dead, I should say.
See, she was our protector from the winter. It was always winter. But she protected us, and when you died, you got to move on with her because she protected you in life, so why not death?
So it was
But
the Raven Queen for our,
I guess
and
not really from another world, but sure.
no, our plane. Using the correct terms, I suppose. It's crazy. It's hard to think about death, but we've lost so many people already. Dylan, brother almost dying, brother dying. And Dad.
What do you think happened to your brother? Because he didn't look the same.
I have no clue, but something happened about a couple of weeks before that, maybe 3 weeks. Similar to when I got this book, actually. There was always this connection between me and him that it felt like I lost it sometime around then. I could always kind of feel his presence and know a little bit in the back of my mind where he was and that he was doing okay. But it's just gone. Just wasn't there anymore. And then we found him above the arena, just sorry, below the arena. Just came out and looked like that thing that wasn't him. I don't know. It didn't seem like anything any normal creature.
Do you, I don't mean to be insensitive, Myron, I'm sorry to even ask, but do you think you actually killed whatever that was?
I don't know.
When we tried to burn that armor, Odabane's cursed armor,
Yeah.
there was this scream in my head, and it sounded like brother. And he said, I'll find you. And I don't know if it was just part of a curse that can do things like that, but he might not be lost yet. We can still try and find him.
Yeah, I just don't know if we could ever do anything to fix it.
Well, I have a very powerful God on my side. On our side.
Keep my fingers crossed then. But thank you. It's been nice talking about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Likewise.
As the conversation draws to a close and you kind of sit in silence for the rest of your watch, as the dawn starts to break, Myron, you hear a voice. Don't quite know where it's coming from. Myron, the book, is it safe? I was robbed and imprisoned by a gnome and his gang. I've broken my restraints, but I need help getting home. Tell me it's safe.
Can I reply to the message?
Sure.
Okay.
Who is this?
As you are in receipt of a sending spell.
The book is safe. Where are you? I can try to help, but I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. This sounds urgent.
Kind of busy.
Who are you talking to?
Not quite sure. I was in a dark cell, carefully making my way out. If you can set up a anchor, I can maybe teleport to you. If you find the gnome, he stole my wife's wedding ring.
Who's your wife married to?
I don't get the significance of that.
We don't know who's sending it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got no clue. This is just to Myron.
And with that, the sun rises. The night shift goes fairly uneventful. The crew kind of left you to your devices.
Long rest?
You get your long rest.
Thank God.
Yay!
Eric, would I have recognized that voice? Sorry,
Oh yeah,
before we
you
go on.
knew exactly who it was.
I know exactly who it was.
Mhm.
Okay.
Eric, also before we get too far away from it, I don't understand how I use the charge of the Fey Shard.
Well, effectively, the Feywild Shard, the way I read it, or the way I read it, was anytime you cast a spell, you get to tell me if you cause a wild magic surge.
Oh, okay.
So,
So that would be the charge. And then do you know if it resets on like a long rest or something?
here, let me pull it up again.
Okay.
Equipment. Oh, the charges if you aren't a wild magic sorcerer.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't apply to me.
Yeah, so whenever you cast a spell now,
Yeah.
while you're attuned to this thing, I won't ask you to wild magic surge. You can choose at will when you want to do it.
And then what does it mean is if it's too wild to use my meta magic? That's what I don't get.
Wild for you.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Thank you. That helps a lot. That's interesting.
Okay, as you guys are all kind of waking up, you hear a footsteps come down the stairs to the bottom. Well, you're all awake there. Now, Vess has told me that you're worthwhile hanging on to, but I need to hear from you why I should keep you on my ship.
Is this trans?
Yes. This is.
Me, Andrea is having a visceral reaction.
Maybe I should just throw you back to the dragon turtle from where you, I believe the cat folk there wasn't too careful with one of the assembly's prize ships.
Riki does this. Meow.
Look, we were just in a tight situation trying to find a solution.
Mm-hmm.
May not have been the best one, but you can't blame us for trying. We did what we could to try and stay alive. Isn't that the whole point?
I suppose.
And we're still alive, aren't we? So it shows a little bit of worth.
Sure.
And we were able to successfully rescue every single person on that ship.
Yes, that is the real win here. Not like.
Never would have guessed, though.
Pardon?
Never would have guessed, though.
Well, the ship's a little bit more expensive than the crew.
That's mean.
Anyways, don't get yourselves in the way.
Okay.
See, turns around.
Did you need us to do anything?
Leave the crew to their business. I'd prefer you not talk to them. Sit tight until we return back to port. You're only here because Vess said that I shouldn't dispose of freeloaders.
Freeloaders. I mean, meow. Talking about.
Hey, Trent, just one question out of curiosity. Do you happen to have any crewmates with the wand of polymorph?
You're just going for it.
The continues to turn away, walks up the stairs without answering you.
I think that is a yes.
Next, read his mind or something.
Bye, Trent.
Oh my god, you're hysterical.
Nax will cast Friends.
Fuck sakes.
Oh, no.
You know what? She would.
What?
100% would, yeah.
As she goes
In fact, she would have cast it before we said anything.
no, as she goes to cast it, I counterspell.
You counterspell? Is that what you said?
I fucking counterspell that.
Okay,
Yeah, we're not getting into this.
cool.
I will burn a counterspell just to ignore that situation.
Okay, yeah, you easily counterspell her runs. All right, with that, Trent leaves. You're on board a ship, making sail.
Okay, so that's all great. But that guy, the one with the wand of polymorph, as you say, is here on this ship. Like now. And I know what he looks like. I could potentially
ask him to meet us?
He didn't want to help before.
Here's the thing I'm wondering though, you guys. Was he trying to stop us from getting on Vesta's ship? Like, what was going on? If he wanted to sabotage the ship, why not just sabotage the ship? He attacked us.
There's like a bunch of us and only one of him. Why don't we ask him?
I think there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them too.
No, one of. Oh, you think there's a bunch of shapeshifters?
No, there's a bunch of Cerberus Assembly
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
We're
no
gonna
members here.
Loyal to him.
Gotcha.
not a safe place and I'd like to leave, but at the same time.
We've got a job to do.
Okay, what do you guys do?
Well, to your point before though, like we knew it was not gonna be a safe place walking into it, and going back empty-handed isn't really an option from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I mean, according to my brother, Vest was one of the good ones. Trent, we have no idea.
Maybe later tonight we can ask the matron. / you can ask the matron.
Yeah?
Why wait till tonight? Something.
Oh, I thought it was a nighttime spell. No?
Night spell.
No, I can do it whenever. Yeah, I can do it whenever. Have it prepared.
That's a good idea, Sherry.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions so it's not like a waste of a spell slot though?
Hold on, yeah, let me. It's not a spell slot, which is great. So, but I don't want to waste a question. So, like.
It's yes or no answers?
Yes and no.
Okay.
As, specific as you can. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're just going to be left with more questions. But
Huh.
so, what do we know here? Like,
There's nobody in this room where we are, is there? Like, I would be very careful.
You'd kind of wait till you had some time alone. Trent's kind of left you guys to your room to not interfere with the rest of the ship. So yeah, you'd have privacy.
I pull on the goggles. Is there anybody invisible?
You notice a sensor in the top of the room.
Fuck. We are being watched.
Can you ask it with telepathy or no?
Let me read the spell. I don't think so. Is it? Let me see. No, it's verbal. I actually have to cast it and say stuff.
Speaking telepathically, we can ask whatever we want. Just don't phrase it in a negative aspect towards the kingdom or the circus bus assembly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like we can. I mean, one question I would want to know is if there are any Korean on board this ship.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good question.
you're thinking they are spies?
I mean, you never know with what's transpired the last few days.
It's like literally everybody's a spy for somebody.
Maybe we can do that like balloon distraction from Ocean's 11 where we like just put balloons in front of the camera.
Not your buddy, pal.
I have I don't want to use a 4th level spell, but I do have synaptic static.
What does that do?
Well, I guess it wouldn't actually work.
It's like a psychic fireball.
It's a psychic one, yeah, never mind.
Is the sensor? Is it a visible camera that we can see, or is it just like a magical spell on the corner?
It's invisible at Ray's picks up when she puts the goggles on.
Okay.
Is it above anyone in particular? Like, can I just move away?
You can move out of the room. It doesn't seem to follow you.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, is there just like another cargo deck or like somewhere on the ship that's just empty that we can buy you some time?
Yep, you can do that. With your goggles on, you can find a room that doesn't have a sensor on if you want.
I mean, we could also make a tiny hut as well. I don't think the magic can see into that.
Can it, does sound come out though as well? Because I think
Yeah. That's
if
fair.
this is what I think it is, like it can hear as well.
If this is what I think it is, then it is.
Yeah. Let's find it. Let's find another room.
Let's find another room. That sounds good.
Okay, yeah, you easily enough. You are able to find a room that doesn't have a sensor scrying in on your activity.
Okay, so other than that, I mean, that's a great question, Myron. We know that somebody in the assembly consecuted the prince. Like, this is all we're.
This is in our mind.
Yeah, this is all in our minds. Eric's leaving anyways. Should I ask the matron if it was Trent? Something about him I just don't like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I don't really like the assembly anyway, so.
Not even the assembly likes the assembly. That's what Vess said before.
I wonder if you ask that like in the middle of your questioning, and then if the answer is no, then you could still ask, like, is there reason to not trust him? Or like,
Well, we've already got that he's not a trustworthy person.
Yeah.
We were basically told don't trust anybody in the assembly.
yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, also with these questions, if it's something that, you know, could change based on a decision we make, then the answer is going to be cryptic.
Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to know if there's an underlying plan. It's not just an agreement with the assembly. Is there something sketchy going on? Yeah, this is all mental. Like if the Empire is going into this meetings with an alternative plan in mind. Yeah, not just a motive, but with a strategy to do something else and not just talk. I don't know how to phrase that.
So something like, is the king actually wanting peace?
That's, yeah.
Or like, will someone sabotage the meeting? Or
Sabotage.
Yeah.
I think finding out their motivation, like asking if the king actually wants peace, is a good call, because that's what what's his face wants anyway, right?
that's what Vess wanted.
And the gentleman wants to know what's going on, and that's useful for him.
Mhm.
And it doesn't change based on any of our actions, so it should be a fairly like an actual answer that we can then actually give to other people as well.
Yeah, won't know until we ask.
Is that 3?
That's 3. I can do a recap, like out of character.
Let's just dive into it and we'll see what happens.
Also, I got a message this morning. I think Vance is having some issues. I don't know if you remember him.
Who?
Vance, the
Advanced refrigeration?
Vance from the van.
Jesus, you guys.
This is Vance from Vance Refrigeration. The one in the band. The one that asked us to go find that book.
Holy shit. That was, wait. I don't know who you're talking about.
There it is. Every so often it makes an appearance.
Riki was not there for that. That was Beelan, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We were on a job to find this book, and this is right before we met you. But the guy that asked us to go find this is in trouble. He's locked up somewhere. He's not quite sure.
Yeah, y'all friends with this dude?
Seems on the up and up.
He does?
I don't know. He hasn't done anything bad. He technically has loaned the book to us, but I mean, we didn't really get payment for finding it for him.
So I'm sorry, what's up with him?
He's in
Or-
trouble, but I don't know where he is, and he doesn't know where he is. So
I think we'll try and get to him.
I think I just wanted to fill you guys in on that.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
Priority 5 on.
yeah. I told him we were busy.
Should I write that to my list of people I need to scry on?
Oh, but no, there was a gnome that stole a wedding ring from him, and I have a hunch it might have been Fizz. If you have an extra question, it might be worth seeing if that's true.
From the other group?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's learn about them with the scrying.
If
So that's another thing. Like, we could scry on the other group and like at least get some information without them knowing we have it, because I'm still not fully sure I trust them. But they are also expecting a message. They were doing some research on the vestiges in the arms for us. Well, for them as well, but
Yeah.
they said they wanted to keep in touch. So I can add that to the list.
Yep.
A list of sending and a list of questions for the matron today.
That sounds good. I'm up for that.
So, sorry, first things first, out of character, the 3 questions, are there any Kreen on board the ship? Was Trent the one who consecuted the prince? And does the king actually want to achieve peace with the Kreen? Those are the 3.
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like those. Those are good.
Anything else anybody thinks?
That's the information we're trying to get, right?
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm gonna give one last look with the goggles just to make sure.
Yep, nothing in the room.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna set up my ritual as always with the little bit of incense and the mask over top. Take a deep breath. I'm gonna cast commune as a ritual. Matron, we're in a bit of a tight spot, but I'm trying our best here.
As you are about to ask a question with your commune, you hear a response coming through. A moaning wail of pain that you've never heard before, as you hear a voice just, help me.
You pooping?
Okay, go ahead, ask your question.
Is that where can we all hear this, or is it just Raise?
Just raise.
Oh my god! Okay. I'm so happy I wrote these questions down.
New questions.
Yeah, like, you see Ray's just kind of go like, she's always white as a sheet, but if even possible, like, color is just gonna drain from her.
I feel like it's very close to what we're witnessing with you right now. We're like,
Yeah,
just
well,
over-
I have theories of what this might actually be, so, Matron, is that you?
More of the wails. Help. Help.
And just to clarify, I haven't heard this voice before.
It's almost like through the noise the word is forming. It's not like a voice saying it. It's almost like if you were to strum notes together and the reverberation creates that kind of word.
Okay.
What?
Are you on the material plane?
No response.
Okay, 3rd question. Is Vecna with you?
Not anymore.
Oh shit.
Raze, what the hell did you just ask? What's going on?
I don't even know how to describe it. It's like she's in trouble. She's asking for help. The matron, she's asking for help. I think, oh man, I think Vecna tried to get to her. I think Vecna is starting to mess with divinity. Can we go?
I mean,
Oh, everybody wants our help.
Yeah.
do we need to go? Like,
How often have you had a god ask for help?
yeah.
How do you go? Where are we going?
I don't know, away from here, like.
What do you want to do? Just run in circles? Like, what's the? I mean, I'm not against it, but like, we don't know where to go.
I mean, I could take us to Rexentrum.
That's not where gods are.
I mean, maybe this, like, God, this is out there, but maybe somebody at the Cobalt Soul can help us. Maybe, I don't know how to reach divinity, but like, obviously we're not
hold
going
on.
to get to it on a boat.
Hold on. And I'm going to grab the book, the Stories of Seeding book from the Briarwoods Estate. And I know it's written in Elvish. And I'm going to shove it at the elves and just say, somebody read this. See if there's anything in here that can help.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the story of how the matron became the matron. And I think Vecna's trying to do the same thing.
Is there anything in this book that would help
And you
us?
flip through it, and it takes some time to go through it, and you don't find anything that would make any sense to what's going on here.
You're trying to get to like the divine plane. It's not gonna be written down in a book anywhere.
I mean, I don't know what I'm looking for, Riki. I'm just looking for something. Again, have you ever heard a god ask for help?
I'm not saying this isn't a serious situation, but I don't like. How the hell do we find out how to get to it? Like, they're gods. That's the whole point. You can't get to them.
I know.
No, but you can communicate with them. What if we find are there any temples, the matron, that you know of?
I mean, we didn't have one in Palebank, did we? Probably not.
You had a temple, but you didn't. You've never heard this, even in all your prayers or folks you spoke to, that you never get a sound of a word. It was always in cryptic omens and.
I think we do need the help, personally.
Okay, this is a long shot, Eric, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I take out that book that I had since the beginning of the campaign,
Mhm.
the one with that cryptic formula that I can't read in it,
Mhm.
written in Elvish.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna kind of hold it for a second and take a really deep breath. I'm just gonna shove it at the other elves, Elena and Myron. I don't know if this is gonna help. I can't read it, but since the stories of seeding are in Elvish, maybe this is the same thing. Maybe there's something in it. Can you translate?
Sure.
Sure.
As you look upon this book, Elena, you notice that this is a spell book. It's kind of hard to decipher, but it would take some time. You could maybe figure out what wizardly spells are in here. But it's seemingly a wizard spell book.
Spellbook?
It's a spell book?
It's a spell book. I'm gonna study it, see what's in it.
Great, so not helpful then.
I mean, kind of helpful in a different way.
Okay, I have a thing that might help us, but at the same time, I am terrified to do it.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it for a while, and I mean, there's been a lot going on the past couple days, but I don't even know if it's gonna work. Just now, I asked if Vecna was there with the matron, and the response was not anymore. So Vecna was there. What if I tried to scry on Vecna and see where he was?
Oh shit!
Jesus. Well,
I mean, it's not a solution, and it might put a big target on our back considering what you're carrying, but
yeah.
I don't know what else to do. We don't have to do it. I won't do it if it's a bad idea. It's just an idea. Or even the Briarwoods. I mean,
Before you scry, if you scry on Vecna, let me put this book somewhere safe. I need 10 minutes to do it, but I can at least get it off of us while you scry.
I guarantee you right now, Eric is frantically searching Vecna-related things.
yeah, frantically. frantically.
No, I'm good there. I'm just trying to see what scry does.
Okay.
Trying to see if Vecna can look back.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings, with the eyes, with the fuck. What are those stones called?
Palantir.
Thank you.
I feel like at this point too, I'm just kind of like trying to like pacing back and forth and pulling at my hair and just like freaking out a little bit. What do you guys think? Is that a bad idea? Is that a good idea? I mean, there's a lot on our plate right now, and I don't want to derail this, but
I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't know where else we go from here to help.
I'm just good at stabbing things, so this isn't like I don't have a lot of knowledge, but I don't think you can ignore divinity. That's probably some sort of sin. Sort of original sin.
Nice.
Thanks.
I was expecting at least Courtney to get it.
I got it.
Okay.
I did too.
We can ignore God.
I mean, this could be putting all of you in danger. I mean, that's why I'm asking.
Well,
I think we're in a lot of danger already.
the matron has done a lot to help keep us out of danger. So,
What's Naxa say?
Well, if your god is on a different plane than us, and if Vecna is near the god, can you scry to different planes?
You can't scry to different planes, no, at least to my knowledge, but he's not there anymore. But if he took something or I don't know.
What are you hoping to gain by talking to Vecna, scrying to Vecna?
I don't know. That's the honest truth. I have no idea. I'm just
Because I'm not. I don't think it's not a terrible idea if we think we're going to get something very valuable. If we're doing it because we're panicking, then it's a bad idea. We have to make sure we get something incredibly valuable.
I'm 100% panicking.
Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't be, but we need to make, like, again, if we're going to do it, like, we know Vecna will get something from it. What do we think we're going to get from it?
Can we scrounge on?
I mean, with a little bit of luck, he's not a god yet. Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah, you're God.
I mean, I don't know how it works because I channel the matron's divinity to scry, so I don't know if you can scry anything you're channeling.
I'll let you know that scrying wouldn't be able to reach the Raven Queen because she's on a different plane.
That too.
Okay. So just scrying something on your own plane.
Oh shoot, Eric, what was it? Omniscient Overlord has spoken.
These references to Critical Role.
No.
no, that's just the.
If you watch the video, you'd know.
Yeah, if you'd watched the video, you'd know.
It's a reference to our own campaign.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not that self-centered to watch myself.
There you go.
I just make the content.
There you
You want to start our own video where we have commentary about our own content?
Start your own channel.
When I was playing this way, I was thinking this.
Like critiquing Eric and like all the other players.
And then you can see me do this for a little while. I was reading through my spells.
Well,
This is the section where I had to work.
Naxa goes, well, what about, if we can't do it, there's a couple of high-level wizards that we have access to. Maybe they could help.
Jesus.
Oh, that Radagast guy?
I do have Vess under my charm.
Oh.
Do we want to rope them into this?
I mean, we think we have Vess under our charm still.
I would much rather go to the Cobalt Soul than the servers assembly about this.
Why?
Did you say why?
Yeah.
Because I trust them.
I mean, there is another option. Here's what I'm worried about though, Riki. The stories in that book, and I'll point to the stories of seeding that I gave over to Myron and Elena. The stories in that book all tell of this mortal elvish woman who became a god, like ascended to godhood somehow, and she became the matron of winter, or the Raven Queen, I guess as she's known. So we know Vecna's trying to ascend, though that book was found in the Briarwood's office and they're trying to help Vecna ascend. I'm worried that he now has a way. And if he becomes a god by taking down the gods, the matron isn't going to be able to help us anymore, and we'll be fighting divinity. So what if he found something and stole it? Does that make sense? Or am I way off the deep end with this?
Well, I remember the issue of we wanted to make sure to keep this book away from it at all times. You're suggesting that there's some other, and we assumed he was looking for it, or maybe he said he was. I can't remember, but I know it was a fear. You're suggesting he might have found another way.
Well, we know he was looking for a spell book, the one Myron has, but I mean, the Briarwoods mentioned a ritual of seeding, and that book, the fairy tales, sorry, two different books here. That book, the stories of seeding, I mean, I might be making a leap here, but the stories of seeding tell how the matron ascended from a mortal to a god. So I'm making a bit of an assumption that that's what he's trying to do. Whether or not he has that spell book is kind of irrelevant if he's a god. He was just looking for it.
Not to ruin anybody's fun, but if the gods can't stop them, what do we think we're gonna do?
That's a great question.
I mean,
Something.
is it worthwhile to do something? Yeah.
I think it's worthwhile to do something.
So what is that something?
I don't know.
Is that alerting the gods? Giving them a heads up?
Do we have access to any other gods?
Well, I think we can to Nax's comments earlier, there are temples where we can, in fiction we would know that you're connecting with these gods. To what degree, we're not part of these faiths and stuff, but like people do connect to gods. Right? There's people in the world that we know can connect to these.
Would there be a god that we would go to?
Well, there's one god that we're on close terms with. Well, I don't know if he's a god, but
You're talking about the traveler.
somebody.
Hello.
No, we're not talking to you.
No, he's
Okay.
here. How is he always here?
Yeah.
We said the Maveler,
Yeah.
the Graveler.
Hello.
He's not a god though.
No, but he.
I mean, if
seems
he's
to be everywhere.
Yeah, if he's a demigod or maybe like he could help us connect, I don't know. But like there are like temples that like literally connect with gods.
To this degree, I mean, I hate to admit it, but it's literally right here.
You pointed to the traveler.
We hear him. I assume we see him.
Is he there?
Looks like you guys need my help after all.
Well, now hold on. This is everybody. You would
I think
benefit
we'll-
from this as well.
Everyone in the entire plane needs your help.
This is to save your own skin. We're telling you information that you would find very useful. We don't just need your help.
There's other planes. I'm a god myself. I can go all over the place.
If this is what I think it is, there's no plane you'll be able to escape to. What's going on? Please.
Don't know what do you think I should look into?
I can't. Maxa.
We
Yeah,
have
this is
to.
on. We're putting this
What
on.
else are we gonna do? Honestly, I mean, we're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. We can teleport to Raxintrum, but when we're in Raxintrum, we're still just gonna be walking around. We have somebody physically who is saying we can go check in on the situation. You want to turn that down now?
Yeah, I just want Naxa to do the talking so Eric role plays with himself.
We don't.
So do we ask him to go up to Vecna, or do we ask him to go to the gods?
No, we're assuming it's it's your god that's in trouble, right?
Yes.
I mean, I would think Vecna is kind of a side point until your god is back to normal.
What I know, okay, Andrea knows. What I know about like the divine gates and Vasselheim and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
Can you get behind the divine gates? Can you check on the gods, the pantheon? Can you check on the matron?
Well, no, that's the problem. I'm on this side of the gate, and nothing can get through those. Not even the gods can get through the gates. Between the gods creating the divine gate and the mortals on this side using the vestiges to help that process, that those vestiges were instrumental in sealing away the betrayer gods.
Are these vestiges needed to get through the gate?
No, I don't even... The vestiges are needed to put those who belong on the other side of the gate in their place.
So I mean, you can just check on the gates. If the gates are broken, then we know that.
Yeah, is it like a physical gate?
Give me a second. Gate's still there.
To know.
That doesn't count as a wish. I didn't technically ask you yet, Genie.
Oh, don't worry. I don't deal in wishes.
That's super cryptic.
Secrets.
What about that spell that you used to find out more about the book?
Yeah, the legend lore.
What do you need to know about that? Like,
I mean, it's got to be an artifact that's well known, and I mean something that's historical purpose on this world. It can't just be some object. It has to actually be a legendary thing.
so it's history.
I mean,
It's not current.
it's history typically. The lore, the legends about it.
Anything else I could do for you?
You can't contact the matron, right?
Try.
Yeah, go try. Do that.
Please.
Could you check up on them?
Oh, matron disappears. He takes off.
You know what would be awesome if the next time Naxa went to contact this dude and he just heard him like saying help and we were just like, yay, he's gone.
As he comes back, that's weird. She's bound. Her link to this plane seems to be interrupted.
What do you mean by bound?
Well, she's able to communicate through an avatar on this side of the gate. It's not physically her, but it's almost like her magic being channeled through has been warded, has been trapped, has been sealed.
Wait, so she's on the other side of the gate, but acting through an avatar on this side of the gate?
Her ability to communicate seems to have been severed.
Is that all the gods?
She's the only one that has an avatar on this side.
But hold on. Question is forming. Give it a second. Buffering.
Whoever did this knew how to get to her avatar, I'd assume. It wasn't me, by the way. It wasn't me, just because I know how to get there.
Somebody else knows how to get there.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, sorry, love. Do you?
No.
Okay, no, I have a clarification point, Eric.
Yep.
She's able to communicate through an avatar on this side, on the material plane.
Yep.
But her magic is
Not on the
bound to the.
not on the material plane. She keeps her avatar somewhat more thematic. While the matron stays locked away, her avatar is hidden somewhere in the astral sea.
Motherfuckers.
But my question was the rest of her magic is bound behind the divine gate.
Yeah, so
Okay.
out of character, you get the sense that your power is still being conveyed to you as a cleric, but your ability to speak to her directly is now interrupted given actions that someone did to tie her avatar up and lock it away.
So she.
Oh, so this is. Oh, sorry, Cam.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is a communication with the avatar. She can still be channeled, so it's not like.
You're not losing your cleric powers, but you can't talk to her.
Not just that, but I'm wondering if this is a thing that's happening to all the gods. Does that make sense? Like if all the gods are being bound now, and I don't know how.
She's the only one.
I don't
Yeah.
know. She's the only one with an avatar on this side, but.
That's what I don't understand. Is she? You said that she's behind the gate, right?
The matron is definitely a different god than the rest.
Is she a betrayer god?
Nope.
So where is her?
She's special. She was one of you folk. She was one of you that discovered how to become a god.
Isn't that your story as well?
No, I'm a god in my own right. I just like your company much more often.
Gotcha.
More interesting.
So how would we know if the other gods have been
Affected.
disrupted? I guess.
See if you're, a clerics of the other gods, that might be. That's how you know.
Point of order, maybe outside, or maybe this is a question for inside. I don't know. Wizards, I know sorcerers are like innate. Wizards are learned, but they're also, the wizards do have a god. It's the god of knowledge.
Well,
Is that in this universe, or is that just the old typical D&D universe?
You can worship a god. Clerics gain their power from a god. There's different relationships between that.
Are they okay? So are they the only ones that gain the power from a god? Clerics.
Clerics, yes.
One might say the magic is innate.
Yeah, but for sorcerers, it's
No, I'm just being a butt.
being a butt. That's my role. Don't take it.
Wouldn't that mean it's not innate if it's given to you?
I'm just forget it.
Sean's
Forget I even spelled.
Literally the opposite of
I
innate.
was trying to do a funny callback. Leave it alone. I'm not good at jokes. Let it be. Let's just hang awkwardly over the conversation. It's fine.
I don't know. I have to be honest. I'm thinking really hard, and I don't know what to do.
I mean, we can try and find the avatar. Historically, we can look up who this person was, where they might have connections to, if there was any memorable place. I mean, look at what the traveler just said. It was thematic as to where this thing was. If we can find that, then we can find the avatar and unbind it.
Are we abandoning the ship quest?
And what about the guy who needs help with the book?
I
And
mean,
what about
that's.
returning the wine? I'm just kidding. I know we did that.
I mean, we can message him, but we don't know where he is either. Who knows? This could all be connected. Maybe this guy maybe Vance is the avatar. We don't. Well, it's in the astral sea, right? It's the avatar.
I don't
I don't know why we would look for this avatar of hers rather than just contact another god.
Yeah, I wonder if that's, maybe not our next step, but the first step in this is to see if this is happening to every cleric.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go from there. But every moment we spend trying to find an avatar that a god hid away is a moment that, Vecna has to finish whatever he's doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well,
Do we want to loop in the Guardians of the Galaxy group? That's what they are to me. They're like Guardians of the Galaxy. We're just they just cause shit everywhere they go. We're like the Avengers or something. I don't know, Ghostbusters. They're Guardians of the Galaxy. We might want to
bring that up on the next crossover episode. We'll have like Baz's Besties assemble or something like that.
I love it.
on your left.
Yeah.
But we could at least, I'm not saying like we have to like change anything we're doing, but we could message them and like let them know, hey, like Vecna's trying to get out. Matron's in bad shape.
Wait. They were in the astral sea.
Yeah.
They spoke to the matron. They made a deal with her to get them out.
Oh, yeah, right.
They know what this is.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. They are all very confusing when they talk sometimes.
They might have fucked this up too. If they've
Well,
been
let's
dealing
give
with
them the
her.
benefit of the doubt for right now, and
A lot to ask.
Yeah.
Are you messaging them?
Do you have somebody on standby?
I can.
Which we get to choose. Which one do you want?
Well,
Stand by.
I'm gonna choose, I think, who I think would be these like smartest one in the group. No offense. No, not as people, as characters, because like I don't know how much Oda actually takes in as a character. That's really mean. Can you just scrap that? Can we cut this from the video?
Just cut all of this out. Yeah.
Which one of them is gonna be alive? I mean, come on, let's be real here. Oda and True and everybody might be dead. So
It'd be Fizzlebank, right? Or Bark or
Fizz?
Bork or whatever.
Fizz.
Fizz, Eo.
If you get Fizz, you could ask him about the ring too.
Okay, I have 25 woods. We have a bit of a priority.
Okay,
Matt said
okay.
he's still awake.
Let's go Fizz.
Alright.
Go for
Well then.
Bang.
Oh my god, it's 10:30. Okay, wait. I have to.
We're using our one phone a friend.
Or is it? I have a lot of phone of friends. Never mind. Hold on. Let me make sure. Did I prepare it today? I hope I prepared it today.
Oh god, if you didn't
I
prepare
prepared it.
If you didn't prepare it and Eric got Matt to
We're
try
good. Judge. Okay. Okay. How do I word this?
I've been thinking that too. I have no idea.
Like the matron's in trouble. Her avatar is something. How do we get there? Do you know anything about this?
how do we get there?
I don't know. How do we get to the astral sea?
Oh man.
Do you want to go dipping around in the astral sea?
How do we get back?
I mean, they found a way.
What's your question so I can
Okay.
let I go.
I'm gonna say. The matron is in trouble. Likely Vecna. We may need to find her avatar in the astral sea. Okay, I feel like you counted a couple words there. That
Traveler still useless.
What can you tell us? It's urgent. Please.
Vecna was sent to the Raven Queen by us, along with Oban and Artem. She wanted to stop their plans, so we figured we could send them to her and she could take care of them.
So they sent Oban, Artegan, and
Nope,
Vecna.
they sent Oban, Vecna, and Artem
Okay.
So close. It's so close.
to
All at the same time. Oh my god.
Yep. So
I might actually murder the other group. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a
So-
fun crossover.
with that, we will end the session there.